went to overtime. It was anybody's game there at the end, and I was glad to see we were still in the thick of things to be able to win it. But unfortunately, it didn't come in our favor. We tried, and I think the guys never quit. We were down, bounced back in the game, and we kept bouncing back in the game, but we never could sustain maybe a lead to kind of take over the game. And they did a fantastic job. They played a good, hard-nosed football, and I just feel that we lost a game that could have went either way. And I felt, these guys on my team and on their team, they both fought hard, for success. And somebody's got to lose. And tonight, we were the losers.
We'll open the floor for questions.
Coach, can you talk about that last play? Like, what did the ref tell you about it? What happened?
Well, we ran a double, slants and a wheel around it, and when Tommy went a wheel around the slants, it was wide open, but he didn't know. He lost his perception of field presence, and when the throw was made, he was on the line, and clearly on the line. I saw it, and it was a good call by the official, and even though we'd hoped that it may went another way, but it was a good call. When he ran it back, I saw that he had shoes on the line, and clearly, and so when he made the catch, he was out of bounds.
With this being the second meeting against Southern this season, did you have to, make any adjustments going into the game that you prepared?
I thought we were well prepared to play them. I think they made some good adjustments, but I thought we were well prepared to play them. I think they've been blowing a lot of people out the last couple of games, and I thought that that we could stymie them, slow them down a little bit, and keep them off the board. And even though they scored some points, I thought we were in this football game all the way down the line. I think we put some points on the board and stayed in the game with them, and I don't think they were ever comfortable with the lead on us. But when it got to overtime, they won it.
Coach and Clayton, back-to-back overtime losses in the SWAC championship game. I know it's hard to put it into perception, but how difficult is it to stomach right now?
Well, it's difficult. Only the fact that the kids are hurting. I'm disappointed. I sure would like to have seen the guys get a big win here, but it hurts me to walk in the locker room and see the dejection and the hurt of our players. After they fought so hard. Because they put that blood, sweat, and tears on the field, and to walk in the locker room and see the tears. But you grow up as time goes on, and I think as they get stronger and grow into as years to come, I think their lives will be much stronger because of some of these deficits, and they'll be able to handle major problems out there in the real world. But right now it's tough to stomach. It was a game we really wanted to win. I mean, seriously, really wanted to win.
Yeah, anytime you lose a game of this magnitude, it's tough. But at the same time, you gotta look at the positives as far as a lot of people don't get this opportunity to play in the game back to back. Yeah, we lost both of them in overtime, but just the fact that we were blessed to have this opportunity to play in this game, to play in that stadium. I'll never forget it. I wish it would have come out different, obviously, but somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose. So, if they would have lost, they'd be hurt just like we are. So, it is what it is, and at the end of the day, I was just thankful for the opportunity.
Talk about the fumble and then the return for a touchdown by Antonio Sutton. It seemed like you guys were solid defensively tonight.
We were somewhat solid, but we wasn't as solid as we probably needed to be, of course. Seeing as how we didn't come out on top, but everybody went out there and fought hard, and we gave it all.
Trailing at halftime, though, what you kind of tell the guys in the locker rooms before you headed out into the third quarter?
How do we feel about trailing?
No. Heading into halftime, trailing, what'd you tell the guys in halftime before you guys headed out to the third quarter?
that, you know, we felt we had to run what we wanted them. You know, we were right close to them. It was only 3-point deficit, I think, wasn't it? We went into halftime. It was only a 3-point deficit, and hey, it could have been worse than that. It could have been 2 touchdowns up, but it was only 3 points, and you know, 3 points was something that we felt that we could just overcome, and you know, it wouldn't have been a problem. You know, and so you know, we were looking forward to getting back out there, putting points on the board. I think we did win up on them on a touchdown, and they came running back, but. You know, that never bothered us. You know, we felt good coming back out, you know, what we're going to do and how we're going to play.
Coach, could you talk about your special teams play? It seemed like they really got your team out of some tight field positions at times, and on the other hand, pinned Southern back deep over and over and over again. It seemed like they were getting 40, 50-yard nets every time. Could you talk about that a little bit and talk about how that helped keep your team in the game?
I was very pleased with that. The guys that went down a few times, you know, I was disappointed in the hitting of the punter. You know, that hurt us a couple of times because we could have got out of that jam, and you know, we hit the punter and bang, they got the ball back. You know, I think twice. You know, and they really put something on us there. But I think overall, as far as our punter was concerned, and as far as the guys going down covering, they did a fantastic job, except for the officer number 13 when he ran that one on the squib kick right before half. We squibbed the ball and he picked it up and ran it. You know, those type of things you always got to stay in tune and stay. You always got to keep the pressure on yourself to be good. But we did in that time, and luckily we got out of jam where he would have scored. But overall, yes, I was pleased with our kicking game.
Just a couple more questions.
I can speak, I'm loud. What were thoughts after the Southern coach calls the timeout, you guys get a little bit of a reprieve there at the end of the game, to some regulation where you missed the field goal. What was going through your head kind of as that was unfolding?
As
The field goal just ended in overtime, misses it on the first one, the Southern coach calls the timeout, and then makes it on the second one.
the one we missed there, yeah. I mean, you know, it was a miss for us, and you know, it could have been over. You know, but yet still, you know, we got another chance at it. You know what I'm saying to myself? Jesus, it must be meant for us to win. You know, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. It must be meant for us to win this game because the game's not over, and it could have easily been over. And so, you know, I thought, you know, maybe something good was going to turn out in our favor. You know, and it didn't. And you know, we would be sitting here first. And you know, but I'm still proud of this bunch of this group of guys. They brought a lot of joy to my heart this season. I mean, it was the best. I enjoyed this team, coaching this team more than any other team I've had.
Any more questions for Todd or Clayton? Questions?
I was just gonna say, Clayton, to hear Coach say that right now, that this is, you know, his favorite team, all as long as he's been doing this, what does that mean to you?
Man, I almost struck my breath away, knowing that, you know, being the quarterback of this team, you know, he's coached a lot of teams, and you know, is considered a legend. And you know, for him to say that about us, I mean, it means a lot. I just wish we could have got it for him, but you know, he has more coaching, and I'm sure he'll get another one pretty soon.
Todd, you've been here for 5 years. Finally hear a coach say that to you, and what does it mean to you to him?
Well, just like Clayton said, it means a lot. You know, that's why we signed to come to Jackson State, because we were playing for such a good head coach. Legendary, he had so many good teams, even down in Tuskegee winning championships after championship. And just to hear him say that, you know, really means a lot to us.
Any more questions?
Clayton Moore, this being your last game, can you talk about your experience as a quarterback at an HBCU?
It's been great. You know, coming into it, you know, I kind of wasn't sure, you know, what it was going to be like, but it's been great. I was saying earlier in an interview that this was the best year of my life. I've been a part of, well, I said it was going to be the best year if we won. So I guess I had a lot of fun with this team. I've been a part of 3 championship teams, 2 in high school, 1 at Gulf Coast, and this was definitely a championship team. But you can't win them all. And the HBCU experience, the SWAC, I thought it was awesome. The SWAC environment of the games, you know, with the band and you know, the crowd. I mean, it ranks up there with, you know, the best of them. So I love the environment, and I'm gonna miss it.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.